Happy December, Aries. I'm Krista Kaiser, also known as Vibe Curator. We have the Queen of Wands for you guys off the top. Feel like I'm trying to recall the energy from last month and I can't fully, but I'm feeling like there's this reclamation of power, of standing up for exactly who the fuck you are, remembering exactly who the fuck you are, and owning that authenticity, coming back into that power, almost like looking in the mirror and being like, right, body's tea, hair is fine, like, we are doing this. What the fuck have I been thinking about, you know? Or like looking at, it's like waking back up to your power. And for some of you, you may have not come out of it, but it's like a fuller expression of it. It's going to be a month of like magnetism, of people being incredibly drawn to you because of how true to yourself and your, goals, trajectory, life, morals, whatever it is that you are. And people see that, and it's just going to magnetize. You're going to get a lot of attention for that. And you deserve to stand out. You deserve to be seen for exactly who the fuck you are. Because my God, you little fiery little rams, you are deserving of being seen. And I feel like for the last month or so, maybe you haven't wanted to be seen. And it's that like memory of like, right, people need to see this. People need to remember that I'm out here. They need to remember that I exist. Okay, what else do we have for Aries? Oh, jeez. Okay, a couple of jumpies. This baby. No. The Magician, yes. You are remembering your power. You're remembering the resources that are at your fingertips. You've done a lot. You cycle through a lot. Like Aries, you never fucking stop, which is incredible. But it's also like sometimes you forget the experiences or the things that you've done and the resources and skills that you actually do have. And the Magician, when I talked about like that awakening back up to your power, it's like the Magician is confirmation of this. She has an infinity of pardon me, resources in her crown chakra. Between you, the universe, your guides, angels, God, creator, source, however you experience the highest power, that is something that like you forget, and you're remembering that you do have that infinity of time, energy, and effort with that. You have an abundance of resources at your fingertips, and you can transmute anything. And so remembering that, like, if you don't have the tools right now, they will appear before you, because bitch, you're magic. Things will happen because you're so magnetic, because you're in flow, because you are in alignment with your highest power and your soul purpose during, especially this month. Things are going to be happening for you. And that's on a personal like note. That's something where maybe people will see the shifts, but you will absolutely feel the shifts. Okay, what else can we say about Aries for, oh my goodness. Reversed. Well, this is good. So it's a rebuilding of resources. This is like, she's the Five of Pentacles reversed. You may have either had to pay out a big sum, or there's something that like made you stop and reevaluate everything, and you can see the way that things are rebuilding. You can see the way that things are coming together for you, and that like, whether even if it's like health, our health is a resource, right? So if you're feeling like if you got sick, you got depleted, and you saw and you ignored the trajectory of your body going down, 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 and you kind of knew it was happening, but you didn't put a stop to it, and you didn't protect the resource that you had, then it's definitely a time of like rebuilding that resource, right? Like reacquiring that health and putting that work and time and seeing that payoff happen again. So it isn't just financial, it is like energy, time, efforts, our health, all of it. And love is a resource as well too. So sometimes, you know, we see ourselves depleting, giving out, and we need to really come back in and focus that effort, that energy, that love back on ourselves, because how can we give if we have nothing, you know? Okay. Whenever I like shuffle papers or cards or anything together, it makes me feel like my grandpa, and I love that so much. R.I.P. GTK. Okay, what else do we have for Aries for December 2025? Ooh. Oh my gosh, this one too? Okay. So Four of Wands. This is home, backbone, foundation. You are creating a place, or you've worked really hard actually to create a place for yourself that you can really just rely on. You've built the foundation, you've done the work, and you've like literally put in those pillars to ensure that this foundation of life that you have built for yourself is going to be sustainable. It is going to go long term. It is something that is worthy of holding the weight of the resources and everything you're going to be putting on it. This is an incredibly balanced time. Be really proud of the work you've done to be that home. This even coming back to yourself, home, those wands, like it's this feeling of being really proud of the work that you've done on yourself and how you've shown up for yourself, how you continue to show up for, because Aries, you guys are so good with your friends, but you're just so good at showing up for people, and people feel really seen and held by that. And so like, just know that you are exactly who fucking people think you are. And it's not a ruse. It is authentic. You are home. You are safe for people. You are a backbone for people, but you're also home and safe and backbone for yourself. And that's a really, really, really proud moment to celebrate. I hope you do, because shit, not everybody is safe for themselves, you know? A lot of people work really, really, really hard for a lot of their lives to be safe, not only for themselves, but for others. And you've worked really hard to accomplish that. And congratulations. What you're building is sustainable. What you're building is going to last. Okay, what else do we have for Aries? Reverse. The Hierophant reverse. You are going your own way. This is rebel. This is maverick. This is like, fuck the rules. I'm definitely going my own direction. When you go in the Hierophant in this building, in the Hierophant upright, there's one way in and one way to the top. When you look at it from reverse, it's like everybody can start at the bottom. There's only, yes, one way at the bottom, but everything else expands towards the top. So it's like you going your own way, not doing the institutional, like, you know, how pyramid schemes goes from the bottom to the top. There's a reason. And for some things like schooling or whatever, there is a reason, and it does work, especially you don't want your doctor to like be an apprentice, you know what I'm saying? But this rebel way of looking at things, this way of doing it your own way, and being like unapologetically true to the way that's going to work best for you, again coming back to authenticity, that is tenfold. So there may be something coming up this month where you have to be like, despite everybody's what they think and what looks like it should be the right answer, I have to go with the thing that I know is true for me. And I may be the only one who thinks that that's the right path. And it is the right path. Okay. The Star, Aries. I know you love to hear that. You guys have been doing the work. It's time to let that freak flag fly. Stand out. Enjoy yourself. You've done the hard work, and you deserve to be appreciated for exactly who the fuck you are. Again, coming back to Queen of Wands. This is incredibly potent energy. You are going to be recognized. People are going to be taking note of you, and you're going to be standing out and shining more so than usual. So if you do work in more of like a public facing job, or you deal with the public a lot, expect to be celebrated a lot for exactly who you are and for how you make people feel when you're around them. Okay, one more for our beautiful little Aries angel pies. Okay, this one looks like it wants to come out. Yes. Okay, Knight of Cups. So this is a seductive, a charming little energy. This could be an event, a person, or even a part of you that really charms yourself, that you really do kind of get taken with. And this is an exciting, romantic, but also like flattering. Like it's nice to have that attention on yourself, and it's good attention. It's also cups, it's emotional fulfillment, so it feels good emotionally for you. And I'm gonna leave you with that. That sounds like a great fucking month, Aries. Congratulations. Love this for you. Bye.